Hello everybody, my name is Chessbait. Welcome to the Chessbait Drivecast, your one-stop shop for kind of controversial topics and kind of controversial opinions. On today's agenda, we have... I could have went a couple options here. I'm gonna go I was gonna go talk about one topic and then I decided to switch last minute or last second. Today I'm gonna talk about my past life as a FIFA player. I was gonna talk about Ninjago, but I'll save that for next time. Anyways. What was I talking about? I was talking about my FIFA life. So, I'm pretty sure I've told a couple of people before, but I'm a pretty avid soccer fan, or football fan. I prefer to say football just because I don't really watch American football anymore, and I kind of just become Europeanized, if that even makes sense. Like, my worldview's become... I don't want to say Eurocentric, because I'm not even European, but you know, I'm starting to appreciate like European culture more and more. And my point is that, you know, if you really want me to prove that, like I know my players, you know, Alessandrini from I think like FIFA 18 might give you a clue. The LA Galaxy guy, I think it was French. He had bags of pace, and people would use him all the time. Jeez. I'm trying to remember. Foot birthday was a thing. SBCs, FIFA 17 is always the best one. FIFA 20 is one of the worst. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. I've been a FIFA player ever since I was playing FIFA 16, and it's kind of weird because I kind of joined the FIFA bandwagon a little late, and I've kind of lived through the slightly worse periods. So I joined FIFA 16 late in FIFA 16, and then when I got 17, that was the best game to come out, best FIFA game to come out in such a long time. It had new graphics, it had new controls that were a little wonky, but it takes some time to get used to it. The FIFA Ultimate Team system was amazing, just because of how much they were able to implement. What else is there? They had the SBCs, what's it called? The team challenges, which I really appreciated. Like, it was just so creative, the different things that they were willing to try out. And it kind of disappointed me to see, like what happened to the series, because I remember like buying FIFA 18. Oh, well, this is different. It's just FIFA 17 with not really a new coat of paint, but it's pretty similar to it. And then FIFA 19 rolls around and it's basically the same thing. And that's when I start to realize, oh, I really shouldn't have bought this. And then FIFA 20, my brother decided to buy it instead of me, because I told him, don't buy it, this game's crap. He bought it anyways, of course he did. And I didn't play the heck out of it. FIFA 19 was the last FIFA game that I genuinely played the heck out of. And to prove it to you, I'm pretty sure I had a Team of the Season Andy Robertson, I think a Team of the Season, Bernardo Silva. And I also had I had an icon card, a striker. I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Del Piero, but maybe? I don't remember my icons all too well. I just remember having an icon and I was just really happy about it. It might have been Inzaghi, now that I think about it. Really good coach at what is he a coach at right now? Lazio? Jeez. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to Italian football all too much, even though I should. I've always been more of a Premier League guy and probably will remain a Premier League guy. I would share which team I support, but if I get popular and my friends figure out which team I support, they'll probably oust me just a little bit. I don't want to be freaking roasted because I decided to give my tell what team I support. And I feel like creators, or just football creators, I mean, obviously I don't do FIFA content, I don't talk about soccer all the time, but those types of people get a lot more criticism if they say which team they support, just because, like, think of 442s. Like, people always say, oh, you're a Tottenham fan, you're a Manchester City fan, you're a Manchester United fan, blah, 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 blah. I mean, sure, you can say this or that all the time, but, because he didn't actually say which team he's supporting, you can't really say if he's biased or not. Like, he can be so tough on Man United, but still be a Man United fan, and it would still be on brand for him. You just can't do anything about it. And that's why I don't really want to disclose anything about that. But anyway, going back to the FIFA, I remember, in one game, it was all about just timing your shots right, and if you shoot from the halfway line with the green timing, you just immediately get the goal in. In a different game, it was, what was it? You just use a bunch of pacey players on the wings, and just low-driven shot into the bottom corner. And then in one game, it was just long shots all the time. Long shots, just finesse it, top corner from just barely outside the box, and that's how you destroy your teams. And like, I'm telling you, like I know this technical stuff. I may not be the most experienced with it nowadays because I don't really do skills. You know, everybody who's playing FIFA nowadays always talks about the meta game. You know, this player doesn't have the best stats, but you know, for what rating they are, they got really efficient things. Like this person will have this much physical, which means because of the defending system, they'll just automatically be given extra pace, which means the extra physical is just gonna push a player around. I don't know. I just really don't like the way that EA deals with FIFA. Like the ratings they're fairly accurate, but they're also not. It's like a lot of them are pretty spot on, but there's also a few that feel a bit off. You know, and the whole point of FIFA is to sell packs. It's to sell loot crates, which I already have a problem with. But like on top of that, it's like you keep people's ratings low on purpose. That way, if they have a good game or a good week, then they get an inform card, a team with a weak card, where that's how you get upgrades. Like it's cool. It's a cool concept, but it means that like you purposely lower players' ratings, and I'm really against that. Like I think a base card should at least represent how good a player has been overall the last season, or maybe not just the last season, but like throughout a certain amount of time. If obviously a player like had a terrible year, but was like a genuine world-class player for every other year, then you know maybe there's some leeway around that. But I don't know how FIFA decides their ratings. It's kind of just sad and dumb. Anyways, I hate to cut this short. I really do hate to cut this short, but unfortunately, yeah, it turns out that my destination wasn't too far away. So, I guess I'll just see you guys next time. I mean, there's not really much to be said about FIFA. If you guys want to know anything about FIFA, you know, there's plenty of videos on why they're scripting. I'm not going to talk about scripting. Why the pack sucks. Why EA sucks. Why everything sucks. Why the graphics are still lazy. Why they copy the same thing every year. But, you know, I'm not going to... I'd be a broken record. Maybe if this gets enough likes in a future season or episode, I'll talk about how to fix FIFA. But for the time being, you're gonna have to deal with me, future editing Chessbait. So yeah, I've already talked plenty about whatever I used to do as a FIFA. I mean, whenever I came back from school, high school, you know, a lot of the people that I talk to nowadays, you know, when they come back from school, they play Mario Kart. Yeah, I played FIFA all day. I was a bit of a loser because I didn't really have friends to play FIFA with, and all of my friends who did have FIFA didn't really have any online, so they never actually ended up playing online with me. Yeah, very lonely life. But it all turned out, you know, it all turned out well. I'm not going to show the team I'm supporting, I already explained that before. But one thing I do want to share is the best goal that I've ever scored. During, I think it was FIFA 16, back when they used to have tournaments, I pitted, you know, the best teams in the world against some of the teams from the Korean League. I don't know if I already said this in the Drivecast. I didn't really pay attention too much. If I'm sounding like a broken record, you guys can literally just get out of the Drivecast. But the point is, I shot from the halfway line because I was winning 1-0, and you know it's almost the end of the game. Let's just mess around. I ended up scoring from there. I kid you not. I scored from the halfway line against Neuer, who was at the time considered the best goalkeeper in the world. Also against the best defense in the world, because I'm pretty sure during FIFA 16, the Bayern players, the German players, the back line was stacked. I'm pretty sure they had the highest left back in the game, the highest 2 center backs in the game, and one of the highest right backs in the game. And it was really funny to see me in a crappy, not a crappy, I mean, everyone's professional, so they're all good, but, you know, a slightly lower rated Korean team, Korean league team, be able to score from the halfway line to win. And I just thought that was pretty funny. Also, the irony that I've been playing PES and what's the other thing called, Dream League, is not lost on me. I did that on purpose because I do not have any recent FIFA games, and I do not want to play them. Like I said, there's plenty of stuff to be mad at about the game, and I enjoy other things instead. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. See you guys.